because I use Swedish template here, but then it's image and page. But this reference, if you understand the Swedish church books, then this is independent of Archive Digital. And you can also get this information from another source. See if I can bring up an editor. There we are, Text Wrangler. And what I do is that I start referencing the church book, then I try to do it in a non-product dependent way. So if we look into this reference, then you have Umeå Landsting, and that has nothing to do with Archive Digital. C9 has nothing to do with it. It's the number of the book, the physical book. This is the year the book is about. Build, which is image, has to do with Archive Digital. But you also have this sida, which is page. And that is in the physical book. AID is Archive Digital's ID, so that's dependent. NAD is the National Archive. And so if you just have this part, then you should be just the top part, then you should be just this part, then you should be able to find it. And that's the cool thing. So this part is product independent. And I don't know if I can fix it, but church books in Sweden are available from Archive Digital, as you maybe know. But they are also available from Landsarkivet, SVAR. And then you can go to this place. And then you can select Umeå, or we can go to maybe specialsök, which is, maybe we can do just this, we change to English. And if we go the church archives, and then we should maybe find Umeå, could be Västerbotten. And here we have it. So then we have Umeå Landsarkiv. And now I move to C9. Umeå Landsarkiv kyrka. I think that's the same. Husförhör, that is household. And C9 is... I think it's the birth records. So have a C2, C so. So then... Now I'm in another church archive. And here we have C1, and then we should have number 9, and it's 1861 to 1879. And then you can click on the image and get the same page. So it has nothing to do with Archive Digital. Archive Digital is just one vendor, but the best vendor. And if we do it the same in Archive Digital, then I go to Search Archive, and we go to Umeå. And the cool thing here is that we have this Umeå, I think that's the correct one. Then we have C9 down here. So then I can click, but I can also jump directly with the AID. The interesting thing here is that if we look at this, you have the National Archive ID, and that's the one you have up here. And that is a description of what books are physical available. So now we are in Umeå landsarkiv about the fonts. So if I go to the finding aids, I go down to the C, which is birth and baptized books. I walk down here and then we can see C9. And this is all available physical books. But as you can see here, they have just scanned to 1928. And if we look into the other one, they have also got C16 is the last one. And I think maybe, yes, it says it's notes from 1953, which means then you have to, if you should be formal correct, then it's 1953 plus 70 years. Sorry. So that means in 2023 it will be available. So maybe this book will be available before, which goes to 45, and then it's, yeah. So I don't know your point about adding this Orchid Digital. What I have started doing, because I think I don't know what you say in English, is that you are blind. Is that for me, C is, I understand this is the birth, and A is a household book. But what I did this, one of the latest profile is that I think it gives a added value if we explain what book it is. So in this case, I have all the references, but then when you go down to the reference, it says household record, Jersey A1. But this is, you can understand it from the A, B, C, and so on. So here we have moving in or out records, the B serial, and so on. And this format is easy to get, because if I take, see if we can have it here. If we jump to this book, which I do in this way, then I can just do Control C to get the whole reference. Which is this one, copy source identifier, and then I get the full. Sorry. So from my point of view, I see it's no problem if you say it's Orchid Digital, but it can also be Riksarkivet. The only thing that is dependent is this one, and because it's in the standard format, it also makes life much easier to jump to this place. What could be done also is that, which I did in the beginning, but I stopped doing it, that I use this URL. And if we go to a browser and I jump to this, then you see a file is downloaded here, and then when I click on it, he will open up the same page. So I don't see it adds any value to have Orchid Digital in there. What I have done is that when I steal, maybe that people, if they would like to get the source, but then it's basic research. What I have done is that if we look into images, then I asked Orchid Digital if it's okay to do copies of the church book, and it is if we don't do too much. So I have done more than 700 copies. And if I sort this on the upload date here, so then you can see this is from Boo C4 and so on. But they told me if you are doing something like this, please explain that this comes from Archive Digital. So that's what I have done for everything. So if we look into John Olson, I think I use this document here. Then I put picture from Archive Digital. Then I can click and jump there. And if I do mouse over, you can also see it there, picture from Archive Digital. But on the reference, then I haven't done it. See if we can look at another example which I have done, which I think is a little bit better. I have to go up here. Maybe I have it on this one. Yes, here we have. So here I have Jan born at, and I have 3 references. The first one is that one. And then I can see I have in 1 0 and 1 1. And 1 0 was the one we looked at. If I click on 1 1, then I have added the reference also to the picture. So you can see it's 1 and 1, and this is for the picture. So this first one is this picture from Archive BOC4. And here you can see that I have added number 4. So this one is that one. And if I click on it, then I get the full one. And also if I move mouse over, I get the full one. And if I click on the picture, I get the full one. And you have the full one up here. But this is what I think is best today, and if people don't understand it, then it's not the best. So please let me know what you think is the best.